It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, young man from the University of Colorado.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. He is in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Here's our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
This drive will start on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The Titans offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Out of the gun, he'll throw. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Up the middle they go. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And the Browns are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Let's go. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. To the touchdown, he'll boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's now 14. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete right side. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. We'll try the right side this time. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Here we go,
They'll stick with him again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a 1st down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll go down. Back at the 4. 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll take it on in. Damari Thrash. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns will take a 21-7 lead. Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The production has been sensational early on. The last catch putting him over 100 receiving yards, and we still have another half to play. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught by Van Jefferson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pollard. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. 3rd down, 3 to go. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. He is down at the 14, but will have the first down. Now this time they'll look to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. They'll run here. It's Pollard. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his big tight end. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. DeAndre Carter on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Here's 2nd and 2. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Browns first down. Right back to Judy. He's got it again. this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go, set.
Back to the air one more time. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Titans offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. We'll try with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second.
Towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike,
that's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. So we hit halftime here in Cleveland, and the Browns are in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one finds Lockett down the left side. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. They'll run here with Pollard. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. That caught Tony Pollard. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll again get it to Ridley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver. And once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
Now, after the touchdown, he'll boot this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the... Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. Down the sideline. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And He gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line.
Downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. He'll be marked down very close to the first down. They got 14 of the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short. Here's a run with their tight end. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. He'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Pollard. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The drive will start on the ground.
Offside. Defense.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now a give up the middle. And he's going to have the Browns 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40. They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Here's 1st and 10. He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Back to the air one more time. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Alert. Alert.
Now a handoff running right. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. They bring Judy in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned.
All you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped
Offside.
behind the line,
Defense.
and now it is 4th and goal. Third and goal.
Check. Check go.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And that is not going to get it done. He is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, and that brings up 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case,
In the game to start the drive. Back to throw here to begin the game. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case,
9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16.
A handoff as they try to run it here.
and what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
Here comes 3rd and 6. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
The offense had a decision to make. Was it more important to keep the clock rolling or maintain possession? They take a little bit of a conservative approach there, keeping the ball on the ground. Now brings up 4th down.
Here it is on 4th down. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You know, more often than not in the NFL was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. And he will score! Game on! Calvin Ridley! Touchdown, Tennessee. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Sly now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Titans will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Carter on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if they're off.
They trail by 2, and we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. There's that man again. Another catch. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Titans.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it. Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup. And right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now, these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot. They'll drop to throw. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. Here's Pollard. And he will have a Titans 1st down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. And they'll... Pollard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. They'll run here. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Carter on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Downfield for Njoku. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.